Final Fantasy X is finally on PC with remastered graphics and sound. Does it still hold up to this day, or is it another case of those pesky rose-tinted glasses? Story. Zanarkand, one of the biggest cities in Spira, gets attacked by an otherworldly entity called Sin, which eventually ends up dragging Tidus to a different time and place. He meets Yuna, a summoner at the beginning of her pilgrimage destined to destroy Sin and to bring peace to mankind. From this point forward, Tidus and Yuna continue their journey together, Tidus looking for answers and Yuna seeking the experience and strength to defeat an impossible adversary. Graphics. With the release of the remastered version, the game looks surprisingly good with high-quality textures, spell effects and simply breathtaking cinematics. Great level design paired with sharp textures and vivid colors make the game graphically hold up exceptionally well, considering the original released close to 15 years ago. The only thing that really betrays its real age is the outdated models and facial animations. Sound. The fantastic music is easily one of the highlights of the game, if not the entire franchise. The remastered version also features a new audio mode called Arranged, which I think is very good and in some ways better than the original. The music in this game really captures the magical journey the group undertakes. Great voice acting too, except maybe a bit overacted at times. Gameplay. Final Fantasy X has smooth and intuitive controls, making it easy to get into. When playing, you will constantly be running into enemy encounters that take place within a separate battle area, where you fight enemies in a turn-based way. Each party member and enemy has certain strengths and weaknesses, and to be as efficient as possible, you need to use each party member to the best of their ability. Auron can cleave through armored enemies, whereas Wakka can hit flying targets easily. But without a doubt, the most diverse character has to be Yuna, with the ability to summon Aeons, great guardians that are powerful and very helpful. In Final Fantasy X, you don't traditionally level up, but instead gain ability points to use on the sphere grid, where you can travel from node to gain whatever you feel each individual character needs. You are free to spend the points however you wish, making it possible to switch out the strengths of each party member with another. I chose the standard sphere grid option, but upon starting a new game you can also choose Expert, which makes the grid itself less linear, but probably easier to mess up as well. Finally, there's quite a few optional and rather hidden items to obtain, making the endgame rather interesting for people that want to get the most out of their characters. And also, since storytelling is the game's highlight, the game itself is quite linear from beginning to end, only opening up a bit later. Overall score. Fantastic story. The story is just as immersive as it was all those years ago and really feels like an epic journey. Great polished graphics. Party. All of the party members are uniquely written with diverse personalities. Length. Final Fantasy X has enough content to entertain for dozens of hours. Pacing. The pacing occasionally drags. Closing words. Honestly, I've always wanted a remastered version to play. I used to play this game all the time back on the PS2 days and was always curious how it would hold up after all those years. Turns out, the game is just as engrossing as it was all those years ago. Sometimes the pacing of the game could be a little bit more on point, and the whining of Tidus could have been toned down, but generally the game holds up extremely well. Is it worth it? Playing Final Fantasy X is a journey I think most RPG fans should experience at least once. Not only does the game offer a great story experience, it also has enough content to keep you entertained for well over 40 hours. My name is SirDutchie, thanks a lot for watching and I wish you, as usual, a fantastic, sin-free day.